Well, folks. Marvel Studios' Avengers Doomsday is now officially in production, and this is, it's gone through such a weird process because, like, nobody was hyped for this. Then there was that leaked concept art, which I think was mostly actually for Secret Wars, but some of it maybe for Doomsday. And now today we have an official cast announcement, from Marvel directly. And yes, Anora is going to be in this film. No, not really. But, oh my god, this was miserable. I miss Comic Cons and like when Marvel Studios would actually go out and have like a big presentation and everything. Like this would have been such a cool thing, or even if it was just like Kevin Feige announcing these people, or just everybody walking on screen, like literally anything better than this. This is like worse than what happened with the Fantastic Four trailer. It's very reminiscent of that, but like every 12 minutes showing a different seat. Like this thing lasted like four and a half hours, something like that. I was only able to watch part of it because, you know, I had other things to do in my day. But it was still cool though. Mainly speaking of the reveals. And I remember when this report came out, said that it's going to include nearly 50 actors in total. This video is expected to last several more hours. Oh my god, that would have been miserable. Luckily, it was only about 4 hours. I think it was like 23, 27, something like that, when it came to actual numbers of people announced. But I also don't think this is the full cast. There's going to be other people in here. I don't know if this is just the main cast or if there are going to be other actors that are also going to be main characters in this film, like for example Tom Holland's Spider-Man. This whole time we've been led to believe, people have been saying that he is the lead of this movie, and he is nowhere to be seen here. So I don't really know what's happening there. But I guess let's just jump into this. Chris Hemsworth, expected. Thor, OG Avenger. Vanessa Kirby, we got the full Fantastic Four here. Anthony Mackie, of course, our new Captain America. Bucky Barnes is back. One of the weird things about this, when it comes to Thunderbolts, is I'm very excited for that movie. Obviously, that comes out next month. No, 2 months. It's still March. But either way, I'm excited for that film. But this kind of spoils that, like, basically all but one of them survive. And it's kind of crazy because it is like a Suicide Squad type movie. So you expect that some of them are going to die. And I remember there were rumors for a while that Bucky was maybe going to die, but it seems like that kind of disproves that now. So there's that, I suppose. Letitia Wright is back as Black Panther. That's great to see. Paul Rudd, it was funny they had a smaller chair for him. Wyatt Russell is back as U.S. Agent. This one, honestly, probably the biggest surprise to me, but one of the most exciting surprises for me. Tenoch Huerta is back as Namor. I love this guy in Wakanda Forever, and I cannot wait to see him back, especially because Sue Storm and Namor in the same movie confirmed. Oh, that's going to be good. I'm so excited for that. The Thing, obviously Ebon Moss-Bachrach. Great to see that Simu Liu is finally coming back as Shang-Chi. Yelena Belova, Florence Pugh. Kelsey Grammer is Beast. Great that we're actually following up after that post-credit scene for the Marvels, the best part of that movie, which I was actually so excited about. I love this design for Beast. Kelsey Grammer is great doing the voice and everything. Justin Hartley, that's not real, but that's funny. Lewis Pullman is back as Sentry. We haven't even seen a full look at him in the Thunderbolts movie, but great to see that he's coming back. He has an MCU future. Danny Ramirez is back as the Falcon. Joseph Quinn, obviously, as Johnny Storm. David Harbour as Red Guardian. And M'Baku, Winston Duke is back. It's cool that the Thunderbolts are even going to be involved here in this movie, so I'm excited for that. Taskmaster's going to get a chair, right? Nope. Taskmaster did not get a chair. Not looking too good for her. Tom Hiddleston as Loki. This is one of my more exciting ones from this group, because that means we're getting Thor and Loki back in the same movie once again. And then we get into the X-Men here. We got Professor X. Patrick Stewart is back, and then followed up by Ian McKellen is back as Magneto. Possibly even more exciting because obviously Patrick Stewart came back from Multiverse of Madness. This is the first time Ian McKellen is coming back since those original X-Men films. Alan Cumming is back as Nightcrawler, Rebecca Romijn as Mystique, James frickin' Marsden as Cyclops, possibly my favorite reveal here, and then Channing Tatum as Cyclops as well. Ooh, he about to make a name for himself, yeah. Robert Downey Jr., obviously in the end, as Doctor Doom, and possibly Tony Stark as well, probably. So that's a lot, but it's really exciting. Like, this is so cool. Again, these are probably my two favorite reveals alongside Beast and Loki, and Namor. Those are my favorite reveals that we got. But let's break this down a little bit further. So we are getting these X-Men back. We are getting James Marsden back. We are getting Ian McKellen back. Channing Tatum, Patrick Stewart, obviously, Kelsey Grammer. We don't have a Jean Grey, no Famke Janssen, no Halle Berry as Storm, no Hugh Jackman as Wolverine in here, no, Anna Paquin as Rogue, which I think is interesting. I'm hoping that maybe they can still be in here, even if it's just maybe in a smaller role, perhaps. But I do think this is going to be the world that we were introduced to in that post-credit scene for the Marvels, where Kelsey Grammer's Beast exists, that's going to be a world where these X-Men are played by these actors, and they are going to have those comics accurate looks and costumes and all that good stuff. And this gets me really excited because this is what I wanted to see in Deadpool and Wolverine and was slightly disappointed by. But it's great that we're going to get to see that now here in Doomsday. But honestly, they should have just called this movie Avengers versus X-Men, because I honestly think that's what it's going to be. This is what a lot of people, including myself, have been saying for a long time that it should be. It makes the most sense, especially going off that post-credit scene. We know we're going to be dealing with incursions. Earth's worlds are going to be colliding into one another. It makes sense that maybe the MCU, or Earth 616, is going to be colliding into whatever Earth this is that Beast is from, and we're going to have our Avengers and Thunderbolt and Fantastic Four. It depends on how that movie ends, whether they're now a part of 616 or if they're already still in their OG universe. I don't really know. But either way, our 616 heroes versus the X-Men of this other world. That's going to be so cool to see. And again, hopefully we can still get some of those other characters in there, like Hugh Jackman's Wolverine and Storm and Jean Grey and all those different characters. Ryan Reynolds probably won't be in this one. I'm hoping for Secret Wars, though. But let's also just look at our 616 characters. No Guardians of the Galaxy, no Spider-Man, not even Tom Holland, no Hulks, which honestly is disappointing to me. If we're not going to get Mark Ruffalo, which I'm really surprised we didn't, at least give me Tatiana Maslany as She-Hulk. I really want her to come back in this movie. No Doctor Strange or Wong, but I think Doctor Strange 3 might be set between Doomsday and Secret Wars, so that could be interesting. But this is still an insane cast. But here's a list of a bunch of other main MCU heroes that were not announced here. No Chris Evans or Haley Atwell, both of which were reported on by the trades, by Deadline, Hollywood Reporter, all that good stuff. A while ago, Chris Evans denied it, but they said they were in the movie. No Mark Ruffalo as Hulk. We got Winston Duke in here, and obviously Letitia Wright, but no Denai Guerrero as Okoye, no Chris Pratt as Star-Lord, no Charlie Cox as Daredevil, no John Bernthal as Punisher, again, no Wong, no Young Avengers like Ms. Marvel or anything, no Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye, again, weird that there was no Tom Holland as Spider-Man, no Oscar Isaac as Moon Knight, no Valkyrie, no Wasp, no White Vision, again, despite seeing that concept art, no She-Hulk, no War Machine, no Captain Marvel, which was really surprising. Again, not looking good for Taskmaster. No Ironheart, no Nick Fury, no Kate Bishop. Elizabeth Olsen the last couple days has been saying she won't be in either Avengers movies. I'm hoping she actually ends up being in here, and at least Secret Wars. Dang, no Madam Web. Again, no Doctor Strange is weird, but I'm excited for this. This looks great, and again, we're getting Avengers X versus X-Men, baby. And honestly, I think that would be an even better title than Avengers Doomsday. But this looks pretty great, and I'm excited. So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about this news, this official cast announcement from Marvel Studios, Avengers Doomsday? So thanks for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and hit that subscribe button so I can keep you up to date on everything that goes on in the Marvel life.